Hi, Jimmy Johnson here in the Patriot League studio, and I'm joined now by Will Rackley. He's a 2011 graduate of Lehigh University, a former NFL lineman and an artist, and in true Patriot League student-athlete form, he's been adding to that resume. He's now into web development, and that's why he's here today to talk about that. Will, it's great to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's good seeing you again too.
You're working now for Trilogy Education. Can you kind of share a little bit about what you've been doing with them since we last spoke?
Sure. Trilogy Education is a company that helps people transition into the tech industries. So there's web development, which I work in. There's cybersecurity, data analyzation, visualization, sorry, um, and UI UX, and there's other things going to be coming in as well. But I've been working in the web development side. They hold boot camps all around the country at different universities, also in Toronto and in Australia, that kind of thing. And what I do is I look at assignments, I look at uh, students' code and provide feedback and provide areas I think they can improve.
You talk about transitioning into something new. For you, how did you transition into this career?
Well, I've always had a love for like coding and that kind of thing. At Lehigh, I was originally a computer science major, and I ended up switching because I wanted to do something a little more creative with it. But once I got done with football, I kind of got back into it. And with web development, I was able to start designing and developing web apps and mobile-based apps. I was able to get that creativity back into it.
Now you had to go back to school a little bit to get some
Mhm.
education on this, a coding boot camp. My big question here is what was harder, coding boot camp or working with an infant while your wife was working toward her PhD?
Ooh, um, um, I don't know. They're both probably working with the, the infant while wife's working a PhD, but they're both tough. But I mean, if you go through any, if you're a student athlete, you kind of understand the tough side of things, of how to balance things, and going through a football camp and then going to practices and trying to balance schoolwork. So it's just another extension of just something that's tough that you got to get through.
And what kind of stands out from your Lehigh career that really kind of helped you during challenging times like that where you have to balance several things and you're going toward a goal of entering this new career and you've got so much going on?
Well, I think, first of all, I want to apologize for the noise. I got some renovations going on at the house here. I think just coming to Lehigh in general, from my high school and the way that was going, I think Lehigh, is a great academic school. It was a transition for me because the course load was a lot. The course levels were high, where I had to learn new study habits and learn how to balance my time better. And I think that prepared me a lot for moving forward to other things after college.
And for you, well, I guess one thing I always tell students when they're asking about my profession is like, hey, 10 years away from college, you're not going to be doing what you think you're going to be doing. I mean, I was a newspaper writer, and here I am on camera with you. How can you give some advice for student athletes about hey, don't settle on one goal and know that maybe 10 years from now you're going to be doing something completely different.
Right. I think it's just like what you're saying. It's just you got to understand that, yeah, it's great to have a plan in college. It's great to, study your interests or have a goal to set of what you want, the field you want to get into after college. But like you're saying, as you get older, your values change sometimes, your interests change. You just got to just keep your mind open for any possible changes that you might go through, when you're 30 as opposed to when you're, 18 trying to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life.
We're going to stay on the advice train here. You say that you're a problem solver who thrives in pressure situations. So some more advice for student athletes perhaps on just how you stay even keel in those situations when there's so much going on and you need to get toward that goal.
Yeah, and that's something I actively, have to work on daily. But I think, for these student athletes, right now is a great time to practice that. It's just trying to stay calm in these situations and just kind of trust that things are going to work out later on if you kind of stay the course. Work on what you can work on now. Just try to focus on what you can affect, and you can't. There's a lot of things you can't change, but just work on the things that you can focus on and that you can personally affect and change. It's an active, ongoing thing throughout life. I mean, you're going to find new areas in life that's going to, going to test you and test your calmness in these high pressure situations. So it's best just to stay calm and just work through it and try to go through it.
We featured you a couple years ago here at the Patriot League about your art. Wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you, how's the art been going for you?
It's been going well. I've had to put it on the back burner a little bit because I've been focusing on so much other things, like the trilogy thing and balancing family life. But I've still been doing commission paintings off and on every now and then. I just finished one up a month ago, maybe. It's still going. I still enjoy doing it, and I still like practicing and learning new things with art as well.
Well, we enjoy having you here. It's great to catch up with you again. Thank you for taking the time out. Good luck with those renovations at home, and good luck with the baby.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.